Hi, it's Lisa, and I want to share how to fix a looping pedigree in Family Search. So what do I mean by looping pedigree? Looping is when a person appears both as the child and the ancestor of another person. So it's kind of like that old joke, I'm my own grandpa. It can sometimes happen in Family Search, Family Tree. It's an error, and it needs to be corrected. But that's what looping is. It's when you show up, and it can be a father showing up as both the father and the son, or a mother showing up as a mother and a daughter, or a grandmother and a granddaughter. Like, there are multiple ways of it, but it's when a person appears both as a child and an ancestor. Now, this is the most difficult correction to make on Family Search in the family tree, and I actually think that's good news. And the reason I think that's good news is because once you see how it's done, it's just step by step by step. You'll realize that, oh, I can do this, and you'll have the confidence that you need to make any corrections in the family tree, because well, if I can correct a looping family tree, I can do anything, right? And so I think it's actually good news that this is difficult, or the most difficult, because you'll find out it's not that difficult as long as you follow the steps. Now, I'm using an example that I found on the Riverton Family Search Library tutorial page, and the reason that I'm using theirs is because I couldn't find any in mine right now, which I guess is good news, right? Let's give a shout out to the Riverton Family Search Library. They do an amazing job, share so much. Here's their link. Be sure to check them out if you're trying to get better at working in the family tree. All right, so what are the steps? First, you have to locate the last correct parent-child relationship in the pedigree and determine which one is correct. So let's look at this, what we've got right here. We've got this person. I'm going to pronounce his name Lyshan. I'm not exactly sure how he pronounced it, but he's been, dead for a long time, almost 200 years, and so I don't think he'll be too offended. So Lyshan Lawfer, and then he has a father, Griffith Lawfer, and a son, Griffith Lawfer. Okay, that might not be a problem, except that, because remember, sometimes people will name their child after their parent, and so you could end up with a Griffith Lawfer, but this is the same person. This Griffith Lawfer has a son listed, this Griffith Lawfer has a child listed as Lyshan, and then also they're listed as a son. Look at the family search ID number. This number is the same as this number. And this number of the mother is also listed as the daughter-in-law, right? So that's a problem. That is not correct. So what we're going to do is find the last correct one. The correct one is that Griffith is the son. How can you tell, right? We've got this person listed as both the child and the father, and we know that that's impossible. How do we tell which one is right? Well, look at the birth years. Griffith is born in 1792. Lyshan is born in 1750. Of course, this Griffith also born in 1792, because we could tell by the family search ID it's the same person. Well, you cannot be born after your parent. And in this case, Griffith is born 42 years after Lyshan. That means that he cannot be his father. So now we know that Griffith is actually the son of Lyshan and not the father. So it's this relationship is incorrect. This is the last correct relationship. So next, what you do is you are going to delete the relationship of Lyshan as a son of Griffith. So I go to the correct parent, who in this case is Lyshan, and I click here where it says person. Click where it says person. And then once you've clicked on person, you can scroll down to where it says family members, and you can see the parents and siblings section. So I'm looking at Lyshan, and I scroll down and I see his parents listed here as Griffith Lawfer and Mary David. And we know that's wrong, right? Lyshan born in 1750, Griffith born in 1792. This is not his dad. So we click on children of the wrong parents. These are the wrong parents. These are his children. This is his child, not his father. So we click here where it says children, and we see that he is listed as a child, and that's not correct, right? Once you click on children, it will look like this. Verify, here I have the child Lycian. I verify, yep, these are the wrong parents. Be sure to look at it carefully. Lots of, like, don't get hung up on all the steps, right? I'm going really slowly. When you're doing it yourself, it's like, yep, these are the same people. These are not right? I'm just giving you more ways of telling that it's wrong. All right. So we see here Griffith, born in 1792, listed as a father of Lycian, born in 1750. We know that's the wrong parent. Yep, that's his son, not his father. And in this case, of course, the years are a dead giveaway. All right. So then what we do is we're going to remove the child from this relationship here in the child section, because we know these are not really his parents. So we're going to remove the child from this relationship. We click here where it says remove. And then it's going to ask you for a reason. Be sure you add a reason, and the reason you should add is correcting a looping father-son-father loop. That's what you put in as your reason. Okay, so that's what we did. We remove the child. We click here, remove or replace. We add a reason, and then once we've done that, we go back and make sure that the wrong parents are gone. Look, he's gone. He doesn't have Griffith listed as his father anymore. If you know the correct parents, you can add them in here. And sometimes that's how you find the loop, is that you found a correct parent, you go to put it in, and you realize, oh, wait a minute, there is something wrong here. That's the whole thing. Really, the only tricky part is verifying who's who, and the fact that you want to click on children and then verify the relationship, click remove, add a reason. Super simple. You could totally do it. And that is how you fix a looping pedigree in Family Search. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below. And good luck to you in climbing your family tree and working on the Family Search family tree so that you can correct the errors that you can and make sure that the tree is as correct as possible and gain the confidence that you can do it and that you are playing an important role in your family.